The Bermuda Triangle, 500,000 square miles of Atlantic Ocean. Miami, Bermuda, Puerto Rico, 3 points forming the legendary triangle. For centuries, ships have sailed into these waters and never returned. Planes too, aircraft disappearing without a trace over open water. The question, is this stretch of ocean genuinely more dangerous than any other? December 5th, 1945, Fort Lauderdale Naval Air Station, a routine training flight. 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, Flight 19, 14 men aboard. Lieutenant Charles Taylor led the flight. An experienced pilot. 2,500 hours, 2:10 in the afternoon. Flight 19 took off and headed east over the Atlantic. The route, east to the Bahamas, north, then southwest, back to base. They completed their practice bombing runs over the shoals without incident. 3:45, Taylor radioed in. Both his compasses had failed. Taylor believed they were over the Florida Keys. They were actually over the Bahamas. He turned northeast instead of southwest. Every mile took them farther from land. Hours passed. Fuel gauges dropping. No land in sight. Darkness approaching. The last transmission, garbled, broken by static. Then silence. Flight 19 was gone. A PBM Mariner flew out to search. 13 men aboard the rescue plane. The last transmission, garbled, broken by static. Then silence. Flight 19 was gone. The Navy searched for 5 days, 300 planes, 21 ships. Nothing found. The Navy Board of Inquiry could not determine the cause. The case remained open. Later analysis. Taylor mistook islands below for the Keys. Every correction worsened their position. Mariners were called flying gas tanks. Fuel vapor leaks were a known problem. The press transformed a navigation error into a supernatural mystery. The legend was born. USS Cyclops. 19,000 tons, 542 feet long, a Navy coal carrier. February 1918. Brazil. She loaded 11,000 tons of manganese ore. She was overloaded. The manganese ore was denser than coal. The ship was riding low. Captain George Worley, German-born, unpopular with his crew, erratic and authoritarian. March 3rd. She stopped at Barbados. One engine was already disabled. She departed March 4th. She headed north through the western Atlantic. She was never seen again. 309 men, the largest non-combat loss of life in US Navy history. No distress call, no wreckage, no oil slick, no bodies, complete silence. The Navy searched thousands of square miles. Not a single piece of wreckage was found. The most likely explanation, structural failure. Overloaded with dense ore, one engine disabled. A sudden storm could have overwhelmed the overloaded, mechanically compromised vessel in minutes. Her sister ships Proteus and Nereus also vanished in the same waters. In 1941, Cyclops remains genuinely unexplained. But unexplained is not supernatural. The ocean keeps its secrets. 1964, Vincent Gaddis coined the name in Argosy magazine. The myth had a brand. Before the name, nobody thought the area was unusual. The name created the mystery. 1974, Charles Berlitz published his bestseller, 20 million copies sold worldwide. Berlitz proposed Atlantis, alien abductions, and time warps. Imagination replaced investigation. Larry Kusher, a librarian. He did what Berlitz never did. He checked the original sources. Kusher checked every case against Coast Guard records, weather data, and Lloyd's of London files. Finding 1. Many famous cases occurred hundreds of miles outside the triangle. Finding 2. Storms were raging during most disappearances. Writers simply omitted the weather. Finding 3. Some ships in the legend never existed. They were invented by writers. Finding 4. Some ships were eventually found. Their sinkings had ordinary explanations. Kusher published his findings in 1975. The mystery was mostly manufactured. The media largely ignored Kusher. Mystery sells, debunking does not. The legend continued. The Gulf Stream, 5 miles per hour. It disperses wreckage within hours. No debris means nothing. The triangle sits in Hurricane Alley. Some of Earth's most violent storms pass directly through. Waterspouts, tornadoes on water, common in the warm, shallow waters of the triangle. Sudden squalls, clear sky to violent storm in minutes, small boats caught without warning, shallow reefs throughout the Bahamas. Ships have run aground here for 500 years. The Puerto Rico Trench, 8,380 meters. Anything that sinks is gone forever. Methane hydrate eruptions could theoretically reduce water density. A ship would sink instantly. Laboratory tests confirm the physics. Gas bubbles reduce buoyancy, but evidence in the triangle is thin. Magnetic north and true north once aligned here. This confused early navigators. GPS ended that. Some pilots reported electronic fog. Instruments failed. Time seemed to shift. No scientific evidence supports this. Rogue waves, 30-meter walls of water. They were dismissed as myth until satellites confirmed them. Microbursts, columns of air slamming down from thunderstorms. They can flip a boat instantly. Lloyd's of London. The triangle's loss rate equals any comparable stretch of ocean. No anomaly. One of the most heavily traveled ocean areas on Earth. More ships means more incidents. Simple math. The US Coast Guard does not recognize the Bermuda Triangle as a danger zone, period. NOAA concurs. No evidence of unusual environmental conditions. The triangle is ordinary ocean. The Ellen Austin legend. She found a derelict, crewed it, watched it vanish. The original source is uncertain. January 1948, Star Tiger, 31 people, lost approaching Bermuda in bad weather. 1 year later, Star Ariel, 20 people, clear weather, no distress call. The Tudor design was flawed. The Avro Tudor had known heating and pressurization defects. It was withdrawn from passenger service. December 1967, the Witchcraft, 1 mile from Miami, called the Coast Guard, then vanished. February 1963, Marine Sulphur Queen, 39 men, carrying molten sulfur. She vanished. T2 tankers were wartime construction, notorious for breaking apart. Several had already split in half. August 1963, 2 KC-135 stratotankers collided over the Atlantic. A mid-air collision, not a mystery. October 1980, SS Poet, 34 crew. She sailed into a nor'easter and was never seen again. The pattern: select dramatic cases, ignore mundane ones, omit weather, omit mechanical failure. A manufactured mystery. Confirmation bias. We notice triangle disappearances. We ignore identical ones elsewhere. We create the pattern. Thousands of ships cross safely every day. They generate no stories. Only the lost ones get remembered. Apophenia. The human brain sees patterns in randomness. We are wired to connect unrelated events. The Sargasso Sea. Legend said ships became trapped in seaweed forever. The seaweed is real. The trapping is not. The Bimini Road. Natural beach rock formation, not Atlantis. Geologists confirmed this decades ago. UFO theories. Alien abductions. Zero verified evidence. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. Time warps. Dimensional portals. Zero physical evidence. Zero scientific mechanism. Pure fiction. Hundreds of documentaries. Each presents the mystery as unsolved. Each omits the debunking. Mystery sells. Books, documentaries, merchandise, tours. The Bermuda Triangle is a brand worth millions annually. The real modern danger: drug smuggling, fast boats, no lights, deliberate sinkings to destroy evidence. Some missing boats were deliberately scuttled. Insurance fraud, drug evidence destruction, not mystery, crime. Inexperienced boaters. Miami is a launching point. Weekend sailors underestimate the open Atlantic. People die. Small aircraft, single engines, over water. Engine failure means ditching. Survival rates are low. Flight 19, human error. Taylor was disoriented. He overrode correct navigation suggestions from his students. Human error causes most accidents everywhere. The triangle is no different. People make mistakes at sea. GPS, satellite phones, radar. Mysterious disappearances have virtually stopped. Every ship has a position. Every signal is monitored. The age of vanishing is over. Modern weather forecasting warns ships days ahead. Storms no longer surprise. UVs and deep-sea sonar can now search the ocean floor. Some triangle wrecks may yet be found. Searchers still look for Flight 19. Avengers have been found on the seabed, none confirmed as Flight 19. We love mysteries. The unknown thrills us. A solved mystery loses its power. We prefer the question. Draw a triangle anywhere on the ocean. Count the incidents. You will find the same numbers. The triangle is not special. Japan has the Dragon's Triangle. Same legend, different ocean. Same debunking applies. The ocean is the ocean. The triangle teaches critical thinking. Check sources. Examine data. Question narratives. Demand evidence. Real people died. Their families deserved answers, not entertainment. The mystery industry dishonors their memory. Behind every disappearance, families who never got closure. They deserve facts, not folklore. The ocean does not target areas. It does not conspire. It is powerful, indifferent, and unforgiving everywhere. Experienced sailors cross the triangle without fear. They respect the weather. They arrive safely. Cruise ships cross the triangle daily. Thousands of passengers. Nobody worries. Yet the myth persists. Each generation rediscovers it. Facts cannot compete with a good story. The Bermuda Triangle is a story we tell about the ocean. It says more about us than the sea. The ocean is the ocean. It kills for ordinary reasons. The ocean tells no stories. We do.